So today is 13th of August 2025. You know, uh, just finishing up where I am, about to close for work for the day. See, so quite a number of people have been asking um, which should they go for, modern Peugeot cars with turbo engines or what? You know, see, this is what I'll tell you about turbo engines or newer cars. So, see, if you want a newer car, when I mean newer car, I'm talking about from 2016 or 2015 and above. If you want a petrol car, produced from that age, or even 2020 to 2025. If you live in Nigeria, I don't think you have any other option. It has to be turbo engine. So it's petrol car. At least from Peugeot, if you are buying Peugeot, you can't escape it. It has to be turbo engine. Unless you want to stay stuck in the older cars. Now, go beyond Peugeot, other brand of cars. Some of them continued beyond 2015, producing naturally aspirated engines. I'm not talking about this other. I'll come to that later. So I'm talking about cars with petrol engines for now. You know, some other brands, I think Toyota continued, Honda Accord continued till I don't even know when can I say they virtually now switched completely. Like I know Honda, at least for Honda Accord, they stopped producing naturally aspirated Honda Accord with naturally aspirated engine. I think it was like 2017 was the last year. From 2018, they all became forced induction to the charge. I'm talking of Accord. I don't know about Civic and the other models of Honda. And then Toyota continued even beyond 2018. I think at some point they now switched fully. Choose Camry. Let me use Camry. I don't know much about other models. So you have the option. As far as petrol is concerned, the only option you now have is if you want, must be a new car or a newer vehicle. Either it's a turbo car, turbocharged car, or hybrid. In other words, electric one that has partly electric engine or electric motor meant, or natural aspirated petrol or turbocharged petrol engine with the hybrid, or go full electric, which is not yet common in Nigeria. So that's the point. You really can't escape it. Now I understand why people want to stay away from turbocharged engines. I mean, if given the option, I wouldn't bother about turbocharged, to be honest. I'm a repairer. I'm a technician that repair cars. So I can tell you the difference is much there when it comes to maintenance of natural aspirated turbocharged engine vehicles are not the same. Natural aspirated, for those who don't know what it means, just engines without turbo, no supercharger, it's just normal, you know. Just search for it online, you understand what I mean. I mean, you have 206, 406, 407, 607, 807, petrol. As far as there is petrol engine, they are all natural aspirated. Even 308, T7, some of them natural aspirated, like the VTI 120. But just that engine, it has almost the same design with the THP engine, which is to be charged version of the VTI 120 engine. So sometimes you suffer almost the same fate of person that drives a turbocharged engine. So because of the design of that engine. So this place is very noisy, but I will do the best I can, you know. So that's you can't run away from it. So unless you want to stay with old cars, you can't go beyond that. That's the only truth about it. Almost every car now, whichever. I mean, there was a day I was at one workshop, mechanic workshop, and I saw this newest BMW 500 series. Yeah, 5 series, 500 series. This guy is something. It was like 535. I don't know. I forgot it. Very big. Is it 5 or 700 series? I can't remember. I think it was 5. Very big car. I mean, it was very long. You know, not this older model. I'm talking of these ones produced probably 2018, 2019, 2020. It was very big. How did I? So, to be honest, the car was actually parked at that workshop for a long time. So each time I come there, maybe it take weeks or months to come, I'll see it parked there. Very clean body, you know. I was okay, maybe it has one major issue. The day I now came, I saw the bonnet open, they were working on it, and I realized that they were changing the engine. So the engine probably failed. That was what led to the parking of the car at the workshop, BMW workshop. So I saw the engine that I think either one of the engines were on ground, maybe the one they purchased, they want to mount it, or both. I was like, what is this? Is this engine for this car? I said, yeah, of course. It's like, can't be serious. It wasn't just a 4-cylinder engine. It was very, very tiny. You know, engine that just like TU5 JP4 in 307, that 1.6, it was just too tiny. I was like, come on. This car that I believe probably I don't know the weight anyway, but you know, sometimes when you look at a car, you can say, considering the size, the length, the hugeness of the car, this car can be less than 1,800 kg, even 2,000 kg will be. And you are putting this tiny engine, expecting it to pull. Wow. Of course, the only difference is that you had a turbo engine. You have a turbo charger attached on it. Probably 2. I don't even remember. But I wasn't encouraged. I wasn't impressed at all. Such a big BMW. Like I said, it was 500 series. I just don't remember the year. I don't really know much. I was like, can you expect this tiny engine, even if he produces 600 horsepower? Come on. Probably that was why the engine didn't last. Because the weight will be too much for it. Come on, man. You know, so my point is, you can't escape it as long as you want something newer. Or the only option you now have is to go full electric, or because if you go hybrid, even some, in fact, to be honest, naturally aspirated, modern, newer cars with naturally aspirated engines, the ones without turbocharged engine, the design, like I say, is almost the same with the turbocharged ones. So you are likely driving, because those ones they drive like snails. Their power are very low. That was unimpressed at all. Considering that the newer cars now, the weight are increasing with all these gadgets, everything. So it's adding more weight. Yet you are reducing the power. So you can also get those ones with turbo engines and at least have a reasonable amount of power to pull the car effortlessly, or at least easily, rather than or you go full electric. So in other words, you might even get a hybrid and the engine will still be turbocharged. I may not be. Or you go full electric, so you have to make a choice. Turbo engines, some might be better, but they all suffer almost the same issues. At least the issues are much peculiar. Sometimes people think that it's turbocharger that is main problem. The turbocharger is saying, trust me, it's not. It's not. I'm not saying they don't fail, but if the headache of owning a turbocharged engine or a vehicle propelled by a turbocharged engine, if the issue is just the turbocharger, trust me, I will encourage everybody to go and buy a vehicle with turbochargers or turbo engines. It's not your main headache, you know. So but it doesn't mean you will suffer if you own one. I'm just saying the maintenance, when it comes to maintenance, the cost, especially the cost of maintenance, they are no longer the same. You may not be frequenting mechanic workshop all the time. That's not what I'm saying. Trust me, there are models of Peugeot. I have mentioned them a few times. Peugeot, even 508, that you hardly have all these issues that comes with TSP engines. You know, but when it comes, you as I'm saying, it won't be funny until it goes away for a long time again, you know, again. So they are more sensitive, they require more care, you can't abuse them. They are not like the natural aspirated that people like to beat about, and sometimes you still, you know, deal with those owners, but compared to those turbo ones, oof, you know. So you can't escape it. So if you don't like it, you stay stuck with the older cars, you know. You could have one of those newer ones and maybe have one of the older ones, depending on your desire, because having more than one car is basically like it's not just a desire, it's just because everybody has one or two things that you wish you could. Maybe you want to have money like or more than Bill Gates. That's your ambition, that's your desire. Some people, it's not even about getting the money, they want to have houses, have this thing. Some some it's about how many or specific cars they have, whether they are wealthy or not. That's not their, you know, every man has things that every morning you wake up you want to, you know, keep kicking it, you know. So like I say, it all depends on you. But eventually you can't escape it. As long as you want to keep upgrading your cars, keep changing your cars, eventually you are going to end up with one, you know. Maybe electric, eventually all of us will own one. But I don't see the electric cars as the permanent solution. I don't think it's going to be a full replacement of ICE. I have my I would say authoritatively that I'm saying that is the case. It's not as viable as the propaganda government is making it to be. The Western governments, anyway, not Nigeria. Because how can Nigerian government do that kind of propaganda? Where we even get the power to? Some people that can afford it already have the electric cars anyway. Eventually, maybe some of us will start using it. Maybe not in our generation, maybe yet. Okay, so I just wanted to share that thought that it's neither here or there. There are some you can buy and enjoy. There are some that you hear horrible stories. I'm not talking about Peugeot only, generally cut across. You hear some horrible experiences some people are having with their turbo engine. Especially Honda that used to be known for good, long-lasting engines. This is their 1.5. They produce sometime 2018, thereabouts. The one they mounted in Honda Accord. Horrible. Not everybody has experienced it or will experience it, but then doesn't look good at all when you want to hear people. As it's not like people are writing, you see the videos, people even showing you These have done 30,000 kilometers, 40,000 kilometers. Yeah, the head gasket has failed. Sometimes even twice within 10,000 kilometers, they change head gasket. I mean, come on. What's it called? The injectors fail at random. It's not like our these are older cars with a fuel injection system. That the injectors, if it has any problem, you pull it out, service it, put it back, start running. Most of the time, though. Their own is like when it fails, it has failed. It's not even about servicing. Well, and they are not cheap. So, but newer cars now are just, so sometimes you'll be like, maybe it's better to even just get an electric car since these newer engines are becoming so complex and complicated that it doesn't even worth spending fortune in having such a vehicle or owner or engine. Maybe at some point we may start swapping, doing conversion, start putting back the older engines in these newer cars. Who knows? Anything is possible. Anyway, that's my thought for this evening or for today. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.